The hospital seems colder than usual. For the past 20 minutes, Rezin recounts the events of the last 2 days. His hand shakes as he puts it up to his mouth. His emotional pain far outweighs his physical pain. He doesn't even notice his rapid recovery. Bones once stressed or fractured are only bruised and swollen. His face, once bloody and puffy from the brutal experience, is now much improved. With thoughts of his mother in the ER, he shifts his focus to the woman who lay in front of him, recovering from a gunshot wound. The past events are almost too much for his mind to accept. Almost.
How are you feeling?
Believe me, I feel better than you look.
You don't know how happy I am to see that you're doing well. I thought they had killed you.
It'll take more than a bullet to take out this West Virginia girl.
Susan looks up at Mariah.
Thanks for bringing him back safely.
Yeah, I never did get a chance to thank you, Mariah.
I'm glad I was able to help. I know it's a bad time for everyone, but I think we have a lot to talk about, and I think we better talk about it soon. But I can say that the reason I was able to find you is a strange one. It was as if I was linked to your pain, or maybe even your extreme emotions. It's hard to explain. But it was as if I could feel your pain. And when that happened, I could even see you and where you were.
It's not hard for me to believe. I think I felt the same thing with a man in France. He was in pain as well. I think he got stabbed in the arm by a very large man.
I think things are beginning to make sense. You said Herrick mentioned that there were 7 of us, right? Well, what if we are all linked to one another, but in a very unique way? You could feel this other guy's pain, but I couldn't. Maybe each of us is linked exclusively to one another, forming a chain of sorts. Does that make any sense?
If what you're saying is right, then there really is something big happening here. And what about that Agravain guy? You said that there was some big guy after you, and when I saw the man in France, there was someone attacking him too. Maybe all 7 of us have someone assigned to kill us. No, that's too crazy.
No, it's not. Go on.
Well, I was just thinking that this evil empire that is after us is trying to kill us for a reason. Herrick seems to be afraid of us getting in the way of something he has planned. Maybe there is something bigger than all of us about to happen. Maybe even something of biblical proportions.
Well, at least we know what to pray for. If there is anything to any of this, we had better be on our knees and...
A light knock on the door interrupts them. A middle-aged doctor walks into the room.
Excuse me, are you Bartholomew Being?
Yes?
I'll keep an eye on the door.
I'm afraid I have some bad news. It's about your mother. Sir, we did everything we could, but I'm sorry she just couldn't pull through. Your mother died about 15 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
Mariah looks down the hallway, making sure there isn't any danger. Her eyes cloud with tears as she hears the diagnosis. She is almost too afraid to turn around and see Rezin devastated by the news. Her eyes close in emotional pain, causing tears to stream down her cheeks. When she opens her eyes, her face begins to furrow with a mix of sorrow and anger.